So this is going to be your foot rehab video. The only equipment you're going to need is your toe separators. Go ahead and put them on your little feet. And a long resistance band like so. It could be a loop one too if you have that. Just have it be a resistance band sort of like this. We're going to start with some short foot exercises. So if you haven't already, go ahead and put these guys on. Pause for effect. You can pause the video. Okay, cool. So with your toe separators on, we're going to do our short foots. So if you're familiar with toe scrunches, where you're scrunching your foot or scrunching something towards you with your foot, this is sort of similar to that, except now those toes don't move. What you're going to do is you're going to take the ball of your foot and draw it toward your heel, scrunching your foot together and then releasing. Scrunching your foot together and releasing. While you do this, I want you to keep the outside edge of your foot, keep scrunching, on the ground here. If we curl up so you could actually fit something underneath, that's not strengthening the part of your foot that we want to strengthen. So you're going to scrunch, release, scrunch, and release. While you're doing this, keep going. Let's do 3 more on this side. Try not to curl those toes underneath. That gets into, again, a different part of the foot. We want to think about shortening the foot, relaxing the foot, shortening the foot, and relaxing the foot. Let's go ahead and change over to the other side. So same thing here, where we're going to scrunch and release and scrunch and release. You might notice that one side feels a little bit more challenging than the other. For this one, I have to think about this foot a little bit more. And just focusing on grabbing that ball, that foot closer to your heel, and then releasing. And scrunch and release. Again, making sure you can't get anything under the outside edge of that foot. Very nice. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. If at any point you feel like your feet are starting to cramp or tense up, just go ahead and take a short break, maybe stretch out your foot, and then, or even use your hand to stretch out your foot and take a break and go again. You don't need to work through cramping. That's an indicator from your body that that you're reaching your threshold. So that's good. We want to be near your threshold, but we don't want to go over it, which is when the cramps happen. So if you feel like a cramp is going to happen, back off. Next up, we're going to do our tibial internal rotation. Now this one is going to use that short foot exercise to help you get this done. So you're going to go ahead and ball up your resistance band a little bit at the end, and then you're going to put it underneath the ball of your foot. So not underneath your toes, but underneath the ball of your foot. Now you're going to think about that scrunch of that short foot and really put a lot of pressure down in that big toe knuckle. Then you're going to take your hand holding the other end of the resistance band. You're going to hold it out. The important part is that you're really keeping a lot of tension on the band this whole time, because if you slack up with that foot, that's going to go springing out. We don't want that. So you're going to go ahead and press nice and hard down with that ball of the foot. Get some tension on that band so you know what the heck is happening. And then you're going to rotate your knee out to the side, squeeze your glute, and come back in. And rotate and squeeze your glute. You might feel your ankle working here. That's good. We want that. And let's do 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So ball of the foot, and you can also do this seated or kneeling's generally a little bit easier, but then you won't be able to see my head, so I'm going to just go ahead and do it like this. All right, so band underneath the ball of the foot, and a lot of pressure down. Give yourself a nice short foot. Scrunch that foot. Give yourself some tension. Now you're going to move that knee out and out and out, keeping tension on that band. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. All right, nextly, we're going to try our short foot now with a twist. So you're going to do your short foot. You're going to scrunch. Then you're going to try and pick all of your toes up off the ground while keeping that foot scrunched, and then release. So that's a little different. We're going to scrunch, lift our toes, stay scrunched, and then release. scrunch, lift toes, and release. Scrunch, lift toes, stay scrunched, release. Let's do 5 more. Scrunch, lift, release. Scrunch, lift, release. Scrunch, lift, release. I think 2 more. Scrunch, lift, release. Scrunch, lift, and release. Good. Other side. Same. Scrunch, toes lift, and release. Scrunch, toes lift, release. Scrunch, lift, release. Scrunch, lift, release. Scrunch, lift, release. 3 more. Scrunch, lift, release. Scrunch, lift, release. Last one. Scrunch, lift, and release. If it felt like I was going too fast and you couldn't keep up, no worries. You can do this half speed. You can do 1 for every one of my 2 or something. It doesn't matter. The important part is just that you get that scrunch, lift, release. Doesn't matter how long it takes you. Take your time and just, chill. No stress needed. All right, last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do some calf stretches at the wall, alternating with calf raises. So we're gonna stretch, or if you'd prefer, you can take a stretch like this. This tends to get a little bit more into the calf. You put your toes up on the wall. And then you're gonna go ahead and let's do a lateral calf raise. So for this, you're gonna step out to the side with, actually, no, I take that back. We'll just do normal calf raises, double or single leg. You're gonna come up and down, up and down. If you'd like to make this a little harder, let's go ahead and do 1 leg. If you notice that the single leg is really, 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 really hard, or your feet are feeling crampy, just stay with this double leg. If you are doing single leg, go ahead and switch. Lifting up and a slow lower down. It's easy to, if you are hitting down really hard, it's easy to do that. We want to actually slow down so that we can let our ankles get stronger. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and stretch out our calves. You can do hands on the wall, or you can put your foot up on the wall, whichever variation you like the best. Go ahead and switch. Good. Coming back. Let's do that 1 more time. I'm going to do 10 double leg or single leg, but if you're wanting to do double leg, we're going to do between 15 to 20. And really try and focus, go ahead and switch legs, on pushing up through your big toe instead of letting your ankle crack out to the side. We want to keep everything over the middle of your foot. Lovely. Now we're going to go ahead and stretch out those calves again. And just like that, you're all set. Talk to you soon.